How's it going, fight fans? Welcome to Mind for Combat. If you're new to the channel, my name's ROHAN, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the upcoming boxing match between Jake Paul and Ben Askren, and more specifically why Ben Askren will destroy Jake Paul in this upcoming match. Now, just to be clear, I'm also going to be looking at this from Jake Paul's perspective leading up to the fight, so I'll be doing this same exact video for Jake Paul, so why Jake Paul destroys Ben Askren. So if there's any butthurt Jake Paul fans jumping on the video, don't be offended, stick around, maybe you'll enjoy what I've got to say, maybe you'll check out my next video, and then in the lead up to the fight I'll do my official fight breakdown and give you guys my prediction on how I see the fight going. But this is just on Ben Askren and why Ben Askren destroys Jake Paul in this fight. So before I get into that, I am so excited for this fight. It's so fun. I like all the fun. I like the freak show elements. I got into mixed martial arts when I was very, very young, and actually around that time in K1 and in MMA as well, there used to be a lot of freak show fights. We used to see Akibono versus Remy Bonyaski. We used to see the Super Hulk tournament in 2009, which, I mean, I wasn't that young then, but if you go even further than back, there's just so many memories I have associated with Pride Japan and these type of fun fights. And for a fight like this, where you've got Jake Paul, who's a YouTuber turned boxer, and you've got Ben Askren, who's a retired mixed martial artist at 36 years old, who's not going to be in contention ever again, why not have some fun? Now, this wasn't the way I wanted to see the fight going. I wanted to see Jake Paul fighting someone like KSI or something like that, maybe get a little bit more experience. But anyways, with that said, let's get into the video. So the first reason why I think Ben Askren is going to destroy Jake Paul is fighting experience. Now, that is something you cannot replicate in 3 to 4 years, no matter how hard you're training. Ben Askren is a guy who competitively wrestled throughout his entire childhood and had done incredible things as a childhood wrestler. He was an Olympian. He was an All-American. All-American Division I wrestler. He has incredible accolades as a wrestler. He then transitioned into mixed martial arts, where he has fought over 20 times, and he won 2 world championships in Bellator, where he beat a list of great fighters. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. He beat the likes of Douglas Lima. Douglas Lima is a beast. Andrei Koreshkov, who's a beast. Lyman Good, who's a beast. These are animals, beast of fighters. And then he went over to one championship and won the world championship there, defended it a couple times before coming to the UFC. Now, yes, we see the viral knockout of him getting knocked out by Jorge Masvidal, but let's be clear, Jorge Masvidal can do that to any man alive. If he runs at them and gives them a flying knee, he will knock them out. Ben Askren made a bad call, and then of course he had that poor performance against Damian Maia, but by all accounts, he was injured with a bad hip going into that. Plus, also, you got to remember, these are some of the best fighters in the world, and this is happening in mixed martial arts, where he's wearing 4-ounce gloves. As a fighter, he has been in there and experienced it all. We're talking Robbie Lawler in 4-ounce gloves has given him hella blows, and then and this is a guy who's rolled it all out. So we're talking a lifetime athlete versus a guy who's young but been boxing for 3 or 4 years, and he's been in there with guys who have 0 fighting experience. No disrespect to Anson Gibb and Nate Robinson, but I would beat both of those guys. So those are not huge accolades. I would feel like I have no chance in hell against someone like Ben Askren. So this is very important to note, that the fighting experience that Ben Askren has cannot be replicated in training. You just can't do that, and it's very, very important. Yes, he's not a striker, and we're going to talk about that, but the fighting experience is the first thing that jumps out to me. The second one is, in a boxing match, people are under the misconception that all you do in a boxing match is throw punches. Yes, that's the goal, and yes, that's how you win fights. But actually, if you watch boxing and watch boxing for years the way I have been, you would understand that a lot of a boxing match is fought in the clinch. Guys will bully each other in the clinch, push each other on the ropes, and then they'll bury their head in each other's chest until the ref will break them. Ben Askren will dominate Jake Paul in the clinch. In the clinch, there is going to be no competition as to who's going to be winning that fight. Ben Askren will hold Jake Paul in the clinch, and Jake Paul won't be able to get out of it. Now, the ref will keep breaking it up and maybe even warn Ben Askren, maybe even deduct a point at some point, but you got to think that that's going to wear Jake Paul out. He's never going to have experience there, and if that's happening over the course of an 8-round fight, not only is he going to get worn down, Jake Paul is going to get exhausted, and Ben Askren is going to then be able to throw punches. He's going to have that lactic acid built up in his shoulders that he's not used to. He's going to have Ben Askren walking forward the whole time. This is going to be a tough fight for Jake Paul if he doesn't take this fight seriously and he doesn't respect the clinch work that Ben Askren is going to be bringing in this. Ben Askren's chin is another asset and another reason why he's going to destroy Jake Paul. When have we ever seen Ben Askren get knocked out other than Jorge Masvidal? Jorge Masvidal landed a flying knee where he ran up there, launched like a missile and knocked him out. Cool. But who else has knocked him out? Luis Santos, who's an incredible hitter in mixed martial arts, didn't knock him out. Douglas Lima landed some incredible shots, didn't knock him out. Robbie Lawler landed some beast of bombs, didn't knock him out. Ben Askren has an incredible chin in 4-ounce gloves. If Robbie Lawler is able to hold Ben Askren down in 4-ounce gloves and swing for his face and not knock him out, there is no chance in hell that Jake Paul is going to be knocking him out in 8-ounce or 10-ounce gloves, whatever they're boxing in. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry, Jake Paul doesn't hit harder than Robbie Lawler. This is not the way it's going to go. So Ben Askren's chin is going to be an incredible asset in this. The mental advantage that Ben Askren has got going into this fight is going to be one of the key assets as to why he's going to win this fight, or even destroy Jake Paul. Mentally, he's going to have been there through the camps, through the wear and tear. He's been there in fights when it's gone tough. He's been there where he can't breathe properly. He's having to push through. He's having to push through blood, sweat, tears. He's been there. There's no replication for that. There's none. There's none. He's been in the amateur as a wrestler, and he's been in the pros as a mixed martial artist. He's won world titles doing it. There is just no copy for that. You can't do nothing to put yourself in that position, and Ben Askren is coming in that. We've obviously seen that he's taking it seriously, and that's my final reason why he's going to win this fight. Is Ben Askren, a lifetime fighter who spent his life training mixed martial arts, is taking this fight seriously. We've seen him training hard with his boxing. We've seen him hitting pads. We've seen him training with Freddie Roach. He says he's been sparring now. He's not the most crisp boxer, never will be, but I think he'll be able to get good enough to beat Jake Paul, and he doesn't need to be the best boxer in the world to do that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Ben Askren destroys Jake Paul. Now, if you're new here, remember to comment below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Stick around for why Jake Paul destroys Ben Askren. That video will be coming soon. And then my fight breakdown and prediction will be coming soon as well. Remember, if you're new here, to let me know what you thought about my channel and all that jazz. I might have just said that. But anyways, thank you for watching, guys. I'm Rohan, and this is Mindful Combat.